we've just lost our way in terms of how we want to play, and that's a big part of coaching, in my opinion. I just don't know. And it's just tinkering with stuff that was working. There was a week there after Richmond, we brought in Chera and Cottrell, and you flirt with form, and it bites you in the ass. Because look at the two players they brought in that week; they're not even playing, Cottrell and Chera. So they came in for the 2-week, 3-week period, did fuck all, and it ruined our whole mojo. So that's a coaching thing as well. But on your point, there's always going to be too much pressure on the head coach, isn't there? Because he's the head piece. But yeah, I think it's a collective thing, players included. But yeah, it's just, I'm at that stage where it's like, I want to get to the end of the season before I start pointing fingers. But yeah, I listened to his press conference before, and he was saying, we're not going to, just die out of this season. We're going to keep fighting. But fuck me, no shit. Isn't that what we expect anyway? I don't want to hear you say it. I hope you've been fighting like that for the last 6 weeks. Just because you're losing now doesn't mean you can, you know what I mean, Pato? It's more like we say it. Be proactive. Don't be reactive. We're at a stage now we have to rely on other results. We shouldn't have been in that position. So it's I hate that when people go, I know that's what he has to say sometimes. But when you go, oh, we're going to fight it out to the end of the year. It's like, well, I hope you fight out the whole season. Like, just because it's desperate now and we have to win every game doesn't mean that's now the time we had to fight and grab. We should have been fighting at the Giants game. We should have been fighting at the Dogs game. We needed 3 wins from our last whatever games to make the finals. And I don't know, Pato, it's just too hard. It's too hard to put a finger on it. And we said it last week, that we feel like the issues are there. Both of us are seeing the clear issues, but today, there was more issues arose from that game.
That's my question about the press conferences from a Michael Voss standpoint to other coaches, and I feel like I have too much of an opinion on this, and I really search for small things, and I search for like from a supporter point of view, I want to see the people who are actually controlling the result have the same emotion that we do.
Yeah.
But whenever I hear, he didn't say it today, thankfully, but I can't fault the effort. It's still like I just said, like we have to, the season's over. We have to fight till the end. Had the season locked in round 19 when you were second on the ladder after beating North. Then you lost to the Dogs and the Giants, who at the time, when you kind of look back and you're like, they aren't overly bad losses. They're crap losses, but they were small losses. But each loss just keeps getting worse and worse for different reasons. Like I think the Port Adelaide loss was almost better than the Pies loss because we had our full list back last week. Collingwood aren't as good as Port Adelaide, in my opinion. I just think Port a little bit better. So I think we had more opportunities against Port, and then Pies, we were shit the whole game other than 8 minutes of the fucking game. And then today, it was the first contest, man. The first contest. How easy it got it out. I'm like, Kalshadin was taking the mark, and I'm like, yes, we're going to see it again. We're going to see this. And I couldn't believe, I could not believe. I spoke to Jacob before the game started, and I'm like, there's either 2 ways this goes, I reckon. I don't think we blow them out. I think we either win in a close one, or they blow us out. And what do you know? They blew us out by 74 points. And I'm not going to say it again. But you know what I also hate? And this is all me as well. It's the toxic mentality walking into this fucking club.
Oh, no.
And it's it's our 160th anniversary. We're going to come out today and play some decent footy. It's not like our season's on the fucking line. Like, I'm walking in and I'm like, Hawthorn, like, they're in great form. great opposition. They're probably one of the hot teams in the competition. We need to view ourselves be like, well, we need to test ourselves and get ourselves ready for September. But once again, it's a great day at the footy, MCG, red footy. It's like grand final. It's 160th year anniversary. You've got your legends of the club standing right there cheering you on when you're on your way out to run through the banner. You're walking past guys like Nick Duigan and Josh DeLuca. And next minute, we see a contest. Oh, I couldn't not believe it, Duff. So,
yeah, it's. I think we've got to get past this as a fan base. And this, this is myself included. We've got to get past this cockiness. We've just got to get past. I know we're allowed to be up and about. And,
is it cockiness though? Is it cockiness?
Yeah, true. I think sometimes.
Round. Sorry again to cut you off, but I think round 16 we were the best team in the competition right now, if not Sydney was. Sorry, again, but yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying everyone, but I think, I read, social media commentary and, heading into games and we're talking shit about Essendon and Collingwood and we're to sort ourselves out. Don't become them. You know what I mean? Like, don't become Essendon and Collingwood supporters where, of course we love them losing. It was fantastic last night and Collingwood losing. Of course. But and you start talking shit before our game and it's bad karma, Pato. It is real bad karma because you just know it's going to bite you in the ass. I'm never a fan of it. I know you're allowed to talk shit and all that kind of stuff, but we haven't achieved one thing. We haven't. Last year, maybe a prelim. Maybe that's all you can hang your hat on. But if that's what we're hanging our hat on as our, base to have confidence, I don't know. And, all the Blues brothers behind the goals, they all came from Queensland. I had a chance to meet all of them opening round because they had all the Blues brothers opening game. They're all ripping people and they love the club and they booked this game. Like they told us during Brisbane, they said this was the game they booked out to have to get the club organised a whole, they had the whole section. They all showed up. They did their part. We did our part. Me and you did our part. The people watching, you guys watching or listening, we did our part. We do our part every week and we will continue to do our part. They don't do their part. As simple as that. And I'll say it again, there's enough talent out there to get the job done. And like your famous word, just get it done. But we just don't get it done, unfortunately. And it's just that's the worst loss since Teague. Worst loss since Teague. I know it maybe Essendon last year, but we haven't been smashed like that for a long time. That's what I mean. It's not uncompetitive. Uncompetitive. 38 to 112. I know I'm ranting on here, but we've just got to get the point across, Pato. Otherwise, our heads will explode thinking about it.
It's all fine though, because they get their six figures. It's all fine because they can come out and they can play professional. They're playing. They're in a job that people dream about. It's all fine and they can walk around and it's all fine because they can get your bobbleheads from gate 3. It's all fine. It's all up and fine until you actually go out and cross the white line. How silly of me to make that stupid fucking video through the week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I spent
and not having a go at you, but you did your job again. You did your job. We're doing our job right now, filming this stupid video. Not a stupid video, but video for this team. And don't worry though. They'll post on social media tomorrow their stories. They're down at the beach while we're hurting at work. You work the whole week looking forward to the game on the weekend, right? That's just how life works, right? As a supporter, you think about it all week. During the week, you're having little, having your Hawks workmates and you're getting around them and all that fun stuff. And then don't worry, tomorrow, they'll be down at their, your girlfriend's place or having an expensive dinner and putting another story and not really reading the room.
Yeah.
They read the room, don't they?
Yeah.
And I think I always remember, might have been after the loss to Collingwood, the 2022. I don't know who posted this, but it was the day after, and they're having a laugh. I don't know. I don't know who it was. You know, I can't name. I don't know, but it might have been 1 or 2 days later, and then it's all right though. It was post our Mad Monday. It was post our Mad Monday. You're allowed to have, enjoy your whatever. Keep it behind closed doors. Don't put it in my face.
Mm,
Well, we sat there that last game of the season, and we were shattered.
mm,
And we're shattered again today. I don't
mm.
want to be seen tomorrow. I was down at bloody getting me frozen yogurt with me mate Max from Hawthorn or something, it's you know what I mean? Like it's unbelievable. They just don't read the room. Like if I was a carbon player and you're a carbon player, would you post anything within the next week?
No.
Unless it was something, out of the blue, your mum's birthday or whatever. Don't be posting like, I got my massage down at fucking the park, you know what I mean? Like, don't be posting stuff that we don't want to see.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
that just irritates me. They don't read the room. I
yeah.
know they care. I know they care, and they're always going to care. But that is it enough level of care? Is it our level of care? I'm not too sure.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, this was the conversation that I spoke about after the game, and I was saying, like, of course they care. Like, why would they go into their
Yeah.
professional career
Yeah.
not wanting to win, not
Mm.
wanting to have that success? Of course, they want to have that success. They look at premiership players, they look at legends of the game. They're like, I want to be like that. We all played sports when we were
Yes.
and then like I mean I know that where you got obviously with your football, and then I mean I obviously got to
100%.
a great, I mean not a high level with tennis, but I obviously had some sort of success with looking at professional players, and I'm like, that's great. Like you want to get there because you want to have that satisfaction of success for all of the hard work you've done, and then you finally made it to. And we have no idea. Like this is what I'm saying. I posted a video on the TikTok, and there were a lot of people saying that we've never played.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, I mean, I understand that. Like, I completely agree. I understand that, but we are at a point in our lives where we are 20. I'm 23. You're 22. We have been watching this for over 2 decades. I mean, not over 2 decades. We've been watching it for most of our lives.
Yeah.
We pay our hard-earned money.
Yes.
Well, I am sitting in my seat today, and I'm like, I'm paying money, and I feel like it's always going to be the same thing because I know that the year after I'll be paying my membership once again. I'll be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars towards the club because I know that this is what they're like. I'm comfortable in this. I know that this is exactly what I want to do, and I will never ever. But I feel like it has to come to the point of members have to say, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck this. I'm not spending. I mean, we're not going to say how much our memberships are, but
I don't blame them. I wouldn't blame anyone.
Yeah, and we kind of know. Like, I mean, I'm sure all members kind of know that around the ballpark of what we all kind of pay for a member, and for people. I mean, we're obviously quite fortunate that we are able to pay that and not have to. But there's people who fucking like worry about this shit, and they're like, I can't pay this year because you guys aren't. Fuck, and it's a very. I don't want to be overly because like it's a very sensitive topic and it's a very personal topic, but it gets to a point where I'm like, I don't think they actually know how much it really means. Like I would love to have an invitation to one Michael, like sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. Michael Voss, like a kind of a conference with the members and actually understand where we are coming from and why we love this club. And it's our fault as well. It's our choice why we love this club. But it gets to a point where I just don't think they purely understand what it means. And I completely agree with what you were saying about, of course they care.
Of course.
I just feel like they're kind of, and I feel like if we were to go out there and lose that game, shattered.
Yeah.
But it's because we're a supporter and we can't control that result, I think. That it has more of an impact. But